Long ago, when kingdoms rose and fell with the strength of kings, there was a land called Arendor. It was a realm of golden fields, towering castles, and rivers that gleamed like liquid silver under the moonlight. The people of Arendor lived in peace, for their king, Darius the Just, ruled with fairness and courage. He was a mighty warrior in his youth, but he had grown old. His hair was white as snow, and his steps were slow, yet his wisdom was sharp as a blade. King Darius had 2 sons, Elric and Kael. They were twins, yet different as fire and water. Elric, the elder by minutes, was known for his patience, his sharp mind, and his quiet strength. He would spend hours reading scrolls, practicing with the sword, or listening to the wisdom of elders. Kael, bold and fearless, was loved for his strength and charisma. He was the first to charge into any challenge, the loudest in laughter, the fiercest in battle, but also quick to anger and quicker to grow careless. The people often whispered, "Which of the brothers will rule when King Darius is gone?" One night, under the torchlight of the royal hall, King Darius called his sons before him. His voice echoed with authority. "My sons, a crown cannot be given by blood alone. A king must earn the right to rule. Beyond the Blackwood Forest lies the Temple of Eternity. Inside rests the crown of kings. Whoever brings it back shall inherit this throne." A hush fell over the hall. The challenge was dangerous. Many had entered the Blackwood Forest, few had returned. But the princes accepted, for within their hearts burned the fire of destiny. The very next dawn, Elric and Kael set out. The road to the temple was long and filled with trials meant to test not strength of body, but strength of spirit. Days turned to nights as they climbed the mountain path. Food was scarce, the air thin, the sun relentless. Kael, strong but impulsive, ate every fruit he found, every piece of bread he carried. On the 3rd day, his supplies were gone. "Brother, give me some of your food. I can't go on like this," Kael panted. Elric handed him a single piece of dried meat. "Discipline means not giving in to every hunger. I have rationed my food. You must learn to endure." By the 7th day, Kael staggered, his strength fading. But Elric walked steadily, his eyes fixed on the path ahead. At the base of the mountain lay a lake as smooth as glass. When the brothers approached, a spirit rose from the waters. Its form shifted like ripples, and its voice was both gentle and terrifying. "Drink deeply, and your thirst will vanish forever, but so will your will. Drink lightly, and you may pass." Kael, parched and reckless, plunged his face into the lake, drinking until his belly ached. Suddenly, his eyes grew heavy, his body weak. He collapsed by the shore, trapped in enchanted sleep. Elric dipped his hand, took but a sip, and whispered, "Even thirst must be ruled. A king is master of his desires." He walked on, leaving Kael to awaken hours later. Finally, they reached the black gates of the Temple of Eternity. Standing before it was a giant, his armor carved from stone, his eyes glowing like embers. His voice thundered, "To enter, you must wait here for 3 nights without moving, speaking, or sleeping. Only patience will open the gate." The brothers exchanged glances. The first night, wolves howled. Cold winds cut through their cloaks. Kael shifted, shivering. "This is foolish. What king wastes his time standing like a statue?" he whispered. By the 2nd night, Kael's impatience broke him. "I will not waste away here. If the crown is mine, I shall take it by force," he snapped. He stormed toward the gate, but the guardian raised his hand. In an instant, Kael was flung aside, powerless. But Elric, he endured. Through hunger, through the biting cold, through exhaustion so deep that his body screamed for rest. He closed his eyes and repeated silently, "Discipline is my weapon. Discipline is my crown." When the 3rd night passed and dawn broke, the gates opened with a roar. Inside the temple, the crown of kings rested upon a pedestal, glowing with light that seemed alive. As Elric lifted it, a voice filled the chamber. "A king is not crowned by strength, nor by birth, nor by desire, but by the discipline to rule himself first." At that moment, Elric understood. The greatest kingdom a man can conquer is himself. When the brothers returned, Cale stood silent as the people cheered Elric's name. King Darius placed the crown upon Elric's head and said, "Strength may win battles, wisdom may win debates, but only discipline wins kingdoms." And so, Elric ruled with fairness and strength of will, his story passed down for generations. Without discipline, talent is wasted. Without discipline, strength becomes weakness. Without discipline, a man cannot lead himself, nor anyone else. The greatest crown you will ever wear is not made of gold or jewels, but of discipline.